Everyone thought of the great white shark as the baddest fish in the sea, with its enormous size and reputation as being a dangerous predator. But looking scary does not necessarily mean that you are the toughest. No animal in the ocean would dare to hunt the great white sharks, except for the orcas. Did you know that in 2017, a total of 5 great white shark cadavers were found on the shores of South Africa? It seemed that these animals were slaughtered by something more aggressive and powerful than them. At the same time, there happens to be 2 orcas that have appeared in the bay. Well, it was no coincidence that as soon as these orcas arrived, 5 great white sharks happened to die. Even the people in the area were questioning if the orcas were actually responsible for the killing spree that took place. During the investigation, a pattern was seen that the livers were ripped out from the bodies of the sharks, but everything else was left intact. This is a behavior done by orcas to its prey, which makes them the prime suspect for what happened. This shows that the great white shark has been dethroned as the ocean's deadliest animal. This is why orcas are referred to as killer whales by ancient sailors, because they prey on larger animals like whales and even sharks. They are known to have a coordinated attack when hunting on a prey. They move as a unit and carefully execute their plan. We can see here that the orcas are trying to hunt the whale, and are taking turns to weaken it. The whale is fighting so hard for its life but is obviously struggling. The orcas are patiently waiting for the whale to tire itself, until they go for the finishing blow. The whale was significantly outnumbered and didn't stand a chance against the group of orcas, and it eventually gave up. Are you aware that orcas are not just toothed whales, but they are also classified as the largest breed of dolphins? They're immediately recognizable by their distinctive black and white coloring and patterns in their body. Having the second largest brain of any animal in the world, they are considered to be very smart creatures. Also, they are social animals that prefer traveling as pods or groups. Each pod has a distinctive noise and a wide variety of communicative sound that its members will recognize even at a distance. They hunt as a pack and use echolocation to communicate, making sounds that travel underwater until they encounter objects, then bounce back, revealing their target's location, size, and shape. It would be very unfortunate for any animal that will be spotted. They prey on fish, penguins, and marine mammals such as seals, sea lions, dolphins, and even whales. Orcas have no problem chewing into the flesh of any animal because of its sharp razor teeth that can be up to 4 inches long. In this clip, an unlucky seal was seen by a group of orcas. They are trying to knock the seal off from the ice during a hunt by creating big waves. The seal is also trying its best to hang on for his life, but it is not enough to survive against these persistent predators because they won't stop until they are able to catch their prey. No aquatic animal is safe from the orca's fury because they can be found in oceans all over the world, from cold to coastal waters, from the polar regions to the equator. Though these killer whales prefer colder waters, they are most commonly found in Antarctica, Norway, and Alaska. It must not come as a surprise that orcas are at the top of the food chain. This means that they eat almost everything they desire, with a very diverse diet. They hunt in deadly pods, which can include up to 40 members, employing effective, cooperative hunting strategies that have been compared to wolf pack behavior. They can chase any prey at sight because of how fast they can swim. Usually when they are just cruising, they swim at an average speed of about 13 kilometers per hour. But they can reach speeds of up to 45 kilometers per hour. They swim vast distances in the wild, 40 miles a day on average, not just because they can, but because they need to forage for their varied diets and to exercise. This is because an adult orca eats approximately 385 pounds of salmon a day in order to stay healthy, so they must be able to burn all those calories for them to be in shape and remain as the top predator in the ocean. They dive 100 to 500 feet, several times a day, every day. But know that orcas need oxygen, just like humans. They breathe in through a single blowhole on top of its head, then holds its breath when underwater for about 15 minutes before having to breathe again. Like most animals, orcas are very protective of their young, and other adolescent females frequently aid with their care because they have a high mortality rate of 50% in their first year of life. After a 17-month pregnancy, mothers give birth every 3 to 10 years. They only have one baby at a time, and that infant can nurse for up to 2 years. The relationship between the juvenile and its mother will usually break over time, and the young orca will go its own way, although in certain pods, the juvenile may spend its entire life with the pod into which it was born. Orcas live in tight-knit family groups that share a sophisticated, unique culture that is passed down through generations from their elders down to their younger individuals, like what to eat, and where to hunt, how to catch it, and what to avoid. Vocalizations and calls are unique to different pods with its unique accent of the population. If you think that other sea predators can assault these killer whales when they are sleeping, well, think again. They allow one half of their brain to sleep at a time while the other half remains alert, allowing them to continue breathing while scanning the environment for risks. This form of sleep is known as unihemispheric sleep. They sleep by swimming extremely slowly and steadily near the surface. This makes them impossible to be preyed upon by any animal that dares to. But the only major threat to orcas are humans. Increased boat traffic may result in collisions with orcas as well as increased noise pollution underwater. Also, they are still being whaled in several areas, like Greenland, Japan, Indonesia, and some Caribbean islands. Historically, populations in the Pacific Northwest and North Atlantic were targeted for live capture and sale to aquariums such as SeaWorld and many more. Orcas are indeed magnificent creatures that rule the ocean. They can take down any marine animal in sight, making them the deadliest predator in the water that fears nothing. We would like to know about your thoughts about the orcas or killer whales in the comments section down below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.